sea lions get up to about 1,000 pounds. Those are males.
The sea lions are on the right side.
And those are California sea lions.
They go look.
They're joking about the sea lions.
Yeah, maybe they're usually there.
I told you that already.
The chemical terminal has been shut down. They're going to be tearing these out and building a new research facility for the local university. It will be quite a complex. It's completed here at the old chemical terminal. The large birds you see there on the dock to the right, those are pelicans on the endangered species list. They've now made a remarkable comeback, but their favorite dock is still the chemical terminal. It's their job to keep the dock painted white. Back on the port side, you have the Coast Guard base, the black and white vessel, the buoy tender George Cobb, the 175-foot buoy tender. Homes up on our left for the officers of the Coast Guard. Every year, Coast Guard saves hundreds of lives, millions of dollars in personal property, and providing law enforcement for the Departments of Transportation, Customs, Treasury, and an armed branch of our military. Back on the starboard to the right side, a big warehouse built in 1917, still in use today. Top of the warehouse, the water tower, greets mariners in 13 different languages. Up to 10,000 ships a year come into the port. We are the busiest cargo port in America and the 5th busiest in the world. Now, in front of the warehouse, you can see those orange and gray pilot boats. Pilots are taken out to the ships a mile off the coast. The pilot goes aboard to advise the captain as they enter the harbor. Every ship entering the port will have a licensed American pilot on board. The pilot handles the navigation and communication as the ships enter the harbor. Further off our right, the empty dock with the palm trees, that's the old coal and steel terminal. Disney would like to build a new cruise ship terminal there, but it may take 5 to 7 years to get the necessary environmental permits. So further off our right, of course, is Catalina Island, beautiful today. Catalina, 26 miles off the coast. The island is also 26 miles long. It is much larger than most people realize, covering about 74 square miles. One town of Avalon, 1 square officials of the Terminal Island Federal Prison. The big homes on the corner, these are for the wards and the other prison officials. They live here on Terminal Island. Behind the homes is a medium security federal prison, full of drug smugglers, tax evaders, and politicians. You can see the big guard towers, the barbed wire, and the chain link fence. That's a medium security federal prison. Just past the first guard tower, that's the recreation yard. They do have basketball, football, baseball, soccer, all sports except swimming. No swimming allowed. Orange cranes at Pier 300, the second largest cargo terminal in the world. The blue cranes ahead of us at Pier 400, the largest cargo terminal in the world, operated by the Maersk Line, which is based in Denmark. Now this terminal off our left, like every terminal we will see today, like everything in the Port of Los Angeles and Long Beach, is completely man-made. San Pedro Bay was nothing but a large coastal swamp, or wetland, and they started dredging and filling. In fact, just 10 years ago, this was all open water off our left. Big farmers. Everything is completely man-made. Light at night mark the entrance to the harbor, but they're going to be working on the lighthouse. I understand it's going to take almost 9 months to refurbish the old Angel's Gate lighthouse that marks the entrance to the harbor. Extra 40 acres for the birds. So they added a 40-acre extension. There's no light, no cargo handling here, and they brought in special stands that the birds like. And this last 40 acres is a bird sanctuary. And that was an anticipated benefit. But one of the unanticipated benefits is it also created a hangout for seals. Now, not sea lions, which is what we've seen. Seals and sea lions are very different. Now, sea lions are larger than seals and have external ears. They would be the animals you see performing in aquatic parks and zoos. We saw some by the fish market. You see them on buoys and on floats. Seals are much more shy. Seals are also unable to move on land. So they kind of move the way that a worm does. They have to like drag their bodies. These are all seals off our left. And the fact that we now have seals back in the harbor is just quite an accomplishment. And you're not going to ever see seals and sea lions together. They don't like each other. Seals don't like sea lions and humans. Seals don't seem to be afraid of humans at all.
Oh, thank you.
You just walk away with it. Okay. You want to try? You want to drive? Come on. Takes two hands. There you go.
He's turning the wheel.
That's why I had to do that here. There's nothing to hit.
Look at Opa.
Whoa! The boat's going off.
You want to try?
Looking awful serious here, Alan.
Look at Opa. I'm driving the boat.
Here on the right side, a major construction project that will be going on for about 11 years. It's going to cost about $1.4 billion. So they could have bigger ships make it to the inner harbor. So you can see a lot of construction. All that rock, it all comes in from Catalina Island.